Blackwater Lake was a place of airy beauty, surrounded by ancient pines and often cloaked in mist. It was both inviting and unnerving. Locals whispered of strange happenings, but visitors were drawn to its tranquility until they stayed too long. One summer, a group of friends decided to camp by the lake. They pitched their tents near the shore, enchanted by the stillness of the water that seemed to mirror the gray sky. As the evening deepened, the silence became oppressive. Even the frogs and crickets were quiet, as though they knew better than to break the lake spell. Round the campfire, the group laughed and swapped ghost stories, dismissing the unease that crept into their hearts. Then, at midnight, they heard it, a faint, melodic whisper coming from the lake. It was soft at first, almost like the wind, but it grew louder, forming words that none of them could quite understand. Curious and emboldened by a few drinks, one of the friends, Emma, decided to investigate. Probably just the wind, she said, wading into the dark water. Her friends laughed nervously, but as she moved deeper, the whispers grew clearer. They weren't just noises, they were voices, chanting her name. Emma, Emma. She froze, her breath hitching. Did you hear that? She called back to her friends, but they were silent, their faces pale. She turned to look at the shore and found herself alone. Panicking, Emma tried to move back, but the lake felt alive, the water clinging to her legs like hands. The whispers grew louder, angrier. Suddenly, she was pulled under. Her friends screamed, rushing to the edge, but the lake was calm, its surface smooth as glass. No ripples, no bubbles, just silence. Hours passed. They searched desperately, calling her name, but there was no sign of Emma. At dawn, one of them noticed something strange. The water near their campsite seemed darker, thicker, like ink, and when they looked closer, they saw shapes' faces beneath the surface, their mouths moving silently. Emma's face was among them, her eyes wide with terror. The group fled, never returning to Blackwater Lake. Years later, when a new family camped by the shore, they heard the whispers, too. This time, the voices called a different name, and so the lake waits, patient and hungry, for those who dare to listen.